Liverpool! I mean, sure, we all know it for the famous city behind the Beatles. But what else is here? Let's go find out. Now, I know I keep earlier than normal morning hours, but I was quite surprised to find the streets shockingly empty. I mean, kind of. I did find remnants of party people from the night before still having it hard. Oh, the times where all-nighters were just a commonality. Days that I miss, but not really. I found the red brick architecture of Liverpool shockingly monotone in comparison to the grey and green bricks of London. This was a nice homage to the northern identity that exists in the UK. And also, a nice little reminder was this huge collection of locks. I like to think it pays homage to the song She Loves You, questionably one of the most famous songs by the Beatles. I found this stock area of Liverpool quite relaxing and quiet. It's actually an UNESCO heritage site. Designed in the 18th and 19th centuries, Prince Albert Dock holds the UNESCO status because of the importance it played in the history of England. Specifically, a huge port for travelers from Europe to North America, including the slave trade, and a center of innovation for efficient shipping practices. Blimey! Docking in Liverpool was a feat of engineering due to the strong currents and high tides that ships had to go through in order to dock here. And in this area, there's also some other really cool buildings. Built in 1911, just a year before the Titanic launched, the Liver Building was once Europe's tallest structure. Seated atop the Liver Building is the mythical Liver bird. Lore has it that as long as these birds remain on their seat, the city will be protected. Protected from what, you ask? Well, they say you'll never walk alone here, so maybe protection from West Ham? Zing! Seated next to the Liver Building is the obelisk that remembers the 244 engineers who died on the Titanic. I found it quite ironic that this statue sits right next to the cruise dock. Maybe one day we'll learn that cruises aren't super eco-friendly. Maybe. Deeper in the city, the huge buildings don't cease to stop. They're even topped with figurines like is common to find in mainland Europe. You don't really see this in London, and I found this fascinating. While the south of the UK celebrates Queen Elizabeth II, the north seems to celebrate Queen Victoria heavily. Victoria did a lot of roadshows up north, and she and Prince Albert were invested in a lot of charity events up here. Additionally, in 1880, Queen Victoria officially gave Liverpool her city status, which secured its dominance in the British Empire. No trip to Liverpool is complete without walking down the sticky streets of the Cavern District. 300 times before becoming internationally famous, the Beatles performed at the Cavern Club. Outside the Cavern Club sits the Hall of Fame, marking everyone else who has performed here. A pretty hefty notch in the bedpost, if you ask me. This entire district is full of clubs of all sorts. Music venues, discos, techno, and of course, strip clubs. Away from the history, though, is a city that has a very local port vibe in its culture. Stuck in a crux between preserving the past and moving to the future, Liverpool tries to strike a balance between both. And with all port cities, there's a unique culture here that can only be experienced if you actually visit the city. Sam Mendes became famous with his garbage scene in American Beauty, and here I am filming a pile of garbage. So hey world, if you're out there and want to make me famous for filming a pile of garbage just like Sam Mendes did, go for it. In Liverpool, no one walks alone. Unless, of course, you're me going for a walk on a weekend morning at 7 a.m. See you next time. Bye.